Shine Bright Nation team call Tuesday, November 1st. And I love when it falls, like the first of the month falls on a team call night. That's awesome. It is a great way to start the month. Before we get into anything, I just wanted to do recognition from the end of last month, if you didn't already see it in the cover photo. So with 2 points on the board in a month where it was hard, like I want you guys to know that October was not easy for anybody. I think that's a given. If it's the last day of the month and I'm not in Success Club, that's not a good month. So it was a hard month, but I know there was so much work going on, and I love the Success Club thread that we could communicate so much in there. I see a cutie. Hi, cutie. Okay, so with 2 points on the board, we had Kyla, Noemi, Alicia, Caitlin, Janet, Buffy, Rasheen, I don't ever want to say her name wrong, but I think it was Rasheen, Brittany, and Tamara. And then with 4 points, we had Nicola and Leslie. Way to go, girls. And with 6 points, we had myself and, no, Nicola had 6 points. She thought she didn't, but she did. Everything's all good. It'll be updating. But Nicola had 6 and I had 6. Kim had 7. It's her first month like being a working coach and had 7 points on the board. And Rochelle and Ashley both had 8. And it's Ashley's first month as a coach too. So that was just awesome. I'll just keep drinking my tea. Sorry, guys. Angela, you look beautiful this evening. Girl, I'm so fancy. I just sprayed dry shampoo in my hair for you guys. This is a greasy mess. Brian's like, oh, you look so pretty for your team call. You look like a hot mess all day. Way to go, Angela. I'm going to give you a high five for washing your hair because I should have done that. Okay, you guys. I want to talk about a couple things tonight. Let's start with the unfun stuff, and then we'll move into motivational. It's fun stuff. So well, it's not unfun. I just mean business stuff. It's not unfun. Of course, as you know, Core de Force launched today. If you're in the test group with me, I wanted to give you a bit of insight into what that group's going to be about. So you are going to get an email from me, and it's going to list the commitments that I'm asking of you. Now, I'm going to be, because I just did something like this with Rosa, and it really helped me. We're going to be doing weekly before and after photos, or weekly progress photos. So if you haven't yet, please take before photos of front, side, and back, measurements, and weight. Okay? And just bear this in mind. We're not doing this to see who's going to get a six-pack in the next 30 days because it's likely not going to happen for any of us. If it does, that's wicked, but that's likely not going to be the case. But we are doing it to show ourselves what we are capable of in 30 days, that we are capable of sticking to the meal plan and doing this full bore. And I have to tell you, today's day one for me, because I just want it to be day one. I want to start doing it because I'm doing a little sneak peek of a week of Core de Force. And there's buckets of candy sitting on my kitchen table that, yeah, of course I want. I'm like, oh, it's just like a fun size Mars bar, it's fine. But I didn't, because I'm like, no, I'm on track today. I want to report that today. I don't want to mess up. See, I caught myself because there's kids. I don't want to mess up. And that's what I want for our test group to be about. It's not like, yay, Alicia. I'm using the on-demand for now and going through the meal plan and stuff. So get to know the meal plan intimately so you know what you're doing, because this isn't just the workouts. We all need to be doing the meal plan as well, because we're going to be speaking to our people about what we're doing, right? About why it's working. Oh, Leslie can't. I know that was me last night. FYI, I totally ate all the candy last night and got it out of my system. I did. You should have it on your BOD about, I had mine within 24 hours. It wasn't there right away, but within 24 hours it was. So it should be there. Oh, awesome, Alicia. Yeah, I actually did order the challenge pack. I just didn't, right now I'm using the BOD until it arrives. But I honestly, I got the digital copy of Country Heat, and I prefer having the program because I like putting the calendar on the wall. I like touching the meal plan. I like looking at it. You can see it all online, but I really prefer to have it in my hands as a resource for myself. So I'm excited for it to arrive. And it worked out because Brad needed chocolate Shakeology, so he'll get that. Diana's hair is growing. Look at that. I haven't seen it for a while. Look at her. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing in the test group. We're going to be posting our progress photos weekly. We're going to be posting our map. So we all need to be using MyFitnessPal. So if you don't have a MyFitnessPal account, please create one. It's free, like it's an app, or you can do it online. And the reason why we're using that is so that even though we're using a container system, that we make sure we're seeing the types of macronutrients we're taking in, and it's easier for me to help you guys adjust if I'm able to see the macro breakdown. Because it's really glaringly obvious if there's, like, your carbs are super high, that maybe there was an extra yellow or something that MyFitnessPal is accounting as a yellow, like as a carb to your body. So that's why we're going to use MyFitnessPal in conjunction with this. Basically, I just want us to arm ourselves with everything. Yeah, she's showing it to you. That's the one. With everything possible to get good results. Because that's all we're not, like I say, we're not going for a six-pack, we're just going for a change. And if we commit to this program for 30 days, there better be a change, because otherwise I don't know that we can believe in our programs. So that's why we're doing it, is to build our belief for what we do as well. So I'm pumped for that. It's released today. Everything's available now. It's in the mobile app. It's on the online office. Team Spirit this month. The hashtags, thank you, Angela, for sharing them from the Fit Republic. Hashtags are Team Spirit, Beachbody. Anyone remember that? It's Fit Republic Babes, and the other one's Team Beachbody, Team Spirit. That's what it is, Team Beachbody, Team Spirit. So use those hashtags on all your posts, because corporate will see them.
Instagram and Twitter only, not Facebook.
Not Facebook. Oh.
Not Facebook.
Crap. Okay, but that's good. So if
it's in the FAQ that Rosa posted. I'll copy the link and put it up in Shine Bright.
Thank you. So, okay, just in Twitter and Instagram. That's fine, though. That's cool. That's good to know. Okay, and then what I wanted to talk to you guys about was, like, this concept of going back to the basics and what really matters. Angela wants, well, we all want a six-pack. I want mine back, too. Okay, sorry. So stop dinging. Everything is dinging at me. It's driving me nuts. Just one little six. Just one ab. Maybe an ab right here. Just I want my obliques. I want Nicola's obliques, for crying out loud. So, okay. I had a couple, okay. We talk about making goals, and we talk about dreaming big, and we talk about having a vision for where we want to go with this. And I just wanted to share about how sometimes you can have these goals and not hit them, and it can go two ways. So where I'm coming from is, today I put my calendar to November, because it's November and that's a smart thing to do. So I put it to November, and on my calendar upstairs in the kitchen is written, on Friday, November 4th, till Tuesday or something, November 6th, I'm currently in Disneyland. That's what I had written on my calendar, because that was what I was envisioning happening for my family. I have it in my vision board to go to Disneyland twice with the kids before they are 9 years old. So that was going to be our first. I thought it'd be perfect. I thought I would take my mom. I thought I would have enough money to do these things, but I don't. So I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts. It's kind of like a punch in the face first thing in the morning, but whatever. Like, I believed I could do it when I saw it there. And then I came down to I have a desktop calendar that I hope I can find it again this year, because I love this calendar. And I had written down on the 13th of November that my visa was going to be paid off. That's written there. My visa is nowhere near paid off, because I couldn't have predicted, when I set these goals, that my husband wasn't going to be working anymore. I couldn't have known that, because that's never something that I've even considered being an option until I retired the man. So it was a bit like a gut check moment of feeling like a failure that I didn't make that happen. But I had to turn it around, because, like I said, we can't control what life's going to do to us. And those two things, like going to Disneyland and having our visa paid off, they're not necessities for life. They're things I wanted. They're things I was hoping for. They're not musts. I have the musts I need in life. And when I looked at this visa paid off, and now I've got a sad face next to it because it didn't happen, I still felt this gratitude, because the only reason the visa's not paid off is because we've needed my income. The income where I was putting $500 a week onto that visa, we now need for our income because we don't have grads. So also, I'm thankful that I had paid off as much as I had in those months that I was doing it, because I was able to have a bit of a backup during this time when things are like completely chaotic with our finances. So I'm not beating myself up over these goals that were set and were not achieved, because that was then and this is now. So I think sometimes we fear setting goals because we're afraid of not hitting them and feeling like a failure. I don't feel like a failure today. I feel discouraged a little bit, but I also feel more driven to make that happen. Like, I had a serious talk with Brad today, and I said, like, I am sick of debt. Like, sick to the point where it's the only thing I care about is making it gone. And just helping others do that too. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is such a common thing in our world that there is credit card debt and line of credit and like a vehicle loan or whatever it is, like all this money we're spending that we don't actually have. It's ridiculous. So seeing this today really just affirmed for me even more why I do this and why I want more people to know about the opportunity we have to earn what we do as coaches, because it can be life-changing. It really can. We would not, Brad hasn't had a paycheck in a month now. So that means today's mortgage as well was reliant on me. So that's twice now I've paid our mortgage. And that might seem like no big deal, but you guys, I've never held a job where I was able to pay the mortgage myself, ever. Like, it was always a combined effort between him and I. So, and I did some serious budgeting today. I was adulting all day, you guys. I'm super proud of myself. But I wrote down what I need to earn in a month for us to be okay if Brad doesn't get his long-term at all, like we appealed it. But if he doesn't, will we be okay? And on average, I earn exactly enough to cover our needs. There won't be any extra, but that doesn't mean anything. It means that part-time from home, I am covering this family's needs. And I think that that's what, when we talk about the basics of our business, and how I came to this point of earning what I'm earning. Do you know that it never used to be about me thinking about how many coaches I had to sponsor in a month? That's never been my drive. Like, it's been planted in my head that we need to do that, and we do. We absolutely need to grow our team. There is income in growing our team, more income than retail commission. But the majority of the coaches on this team were clients first. We're challengers first. There's a few that joined for the business opportunity and are running with it, but most wanted to do the fitness side of it first. And that's the basics of what we do. So I think all we need to focus on to make all the rest of the things come to fruition for us is exactly that, is having a plan every month for how we're going to help 3 people start their health and wellness journey. Because if we can make it that simple, if we say to ourselves, the only thing I need to do this month is help 3 people in a challenge group or 5 people in a challenge group, whatever goal you want to set for yourself, that means you're accomplishing the goal of Success Club 6 minimum. You're accomplishing the goal of paying for your Shakeology, because I know we all want that covered, like not paying out of pocket for it. So if you sell 3 challenge packs, you're basically paying for your Shakeology, or it's costing you $20, big deal. And you have the time and energy to pour into your 3 to 5, however many clients you're going to have, to give them truly life-changing results, because you're not distracted by all the other stuff. Will some of them turn into coaches that you're going to need to figure out training for, and you're going to need to, all the other things that can come from that? Yes, but that doesn't need to be your main focus. Our focus as coaches needs to be on our own journey to getting results and to holding ourselves to a higher standard, like telling ourselves we must be getting results as coaches to show others the belief we have in this and to build their belief in it. We're not going to build their belief by saying we're a coach and showing them a picture of our Shakeology but not getting any results. That's not, Beachbody was founded on their infomercials, right? Can you imagine if those infomercials showed a bunch of people that were like, in 21 days, so-and-so drank Shakeology every day but got 0 results? Cool, like, I'm gonna join that one. It sounds really good. Like, we have to think about that. Pretend you're gonna be on the next infomercial and pretend how you want to feel. And again, it's not about a six pack, but it's about getting results, some sort of change, whether it's like Sarah's post that I was able to do with her buying her bikini for the first time in, what was it, 8 years? Like that's huge. That's an awesome thing to be able to share. And how many women can relate to that? Like to that desire to want to like walk into a shop and be like, all right, let's do this, and walk out with a new like beautiful bathing suit that they're stoked to wear for their husband. Like that's awesome. That is real life inspiring. So I just would love for us all to try to avoid that comparison game of like, oh, so-and-so sponsored 6 coaches and so-and-so hit Success Club 25 or 30 or 50, because I can get distracted by that too. Oh, I'm so glad, Sarah. That's awesome. I get distracted by that too. Like when I see that somebody's at Success Club like 50, like the month that Melissa Zimmerman hit Success Club 50, I'm like, dang, that's 25 people. But then my mind also is, I'm like, I can barely pour enough into the 10 people and ongoing people I have in my existing groups. How do you help 25 people in a month? Like truly one-on-one, give them that support. I don't know that I could. So I need to establish what I need. So I said to Brad, with yesterday being that hustle day of desperately needing to hit Success Club in a matter of hours, I said to him, I'm like, I did it. Like I made it happen. So what if I told myself at the beginning of the month, every month, that I need to hit Success Club by the 5th of the month? What if I treat the first 5 days of the month as inviting like crazy, nurturing those conversations like crazy, and getting my people signed up? Okay, then every month I start my challenge group on the 15th of the month. And I know in my mind that from the 15th to the 15th of the following month, I've got a program going with these people. Like it will give me a system I can follow that will allow me to have a timeline that I know I'm working on, and allow me to know what to post to support that. Like, because if I'm inviting 5 people if I'm hoping to help at least 3 people by the 5th of the month, that means my focus at the end of every month is going to be on really doing like a lot of transformation photos, speaking about how my life has changed, how my confidence has changed, like a lot of jabs that are directed at our fitness side of things. And then after I've got my first 3 people and their group starts on the 15th, I can then pour into like my training and the other things that I need to do. Like if I treat it into more of a blocked out system, I think it will make it a simpler process to follow. And if you give yourself, it's kind of going off of, I just realized that this is not brilliant at all. It's going off of the 12-week year. That's what he does. He talks about, instead of you having a year, you have 12 weeks, and that is your year. So in those 12 weeks, each day is a week. So that's basically what I'm giving myself. I'm saying that within the first 5 days of the month, I want to hit Success Club. So in that time, I need to focus on the activities that will bring Success Club and nothing else. I didn't focus on anything else yesterday except for inviting and follow up and closing the deal. That was my focus yesterday, 100%. And that allowed me to focus on other things today. Do you know what I mean? So I think that that's really all we have to do. Like it seems so complicated all the time with like sponsoring coaches and rank and yes, Success Club, but it's not that complicated. It's just a matter of helping a minimum of 3 people a month get results. Because you guys, those people that get those results, like that was me. I was not a coach. I was a client. I was a discount coach. I wanted to save money, right? So that was me. My belief in what we do was through the roof because I lost the 20 pounds and 20 inches in the first 90 days. And it's why I'm such an advocate for who we are now. And it's why I tend to only sell challenge packs, because that's what worked for me. I didn't lose my weight by doing a program. I lost my weight by doing a program, the meal plan, Shakeology, and Rosa. That was my plan for success that got me where I am now, obviously. But I think about that. I think about when, like, put yourself in that position of inviting that person who's reached out to you or you've reached out to them and they're like, actually, yeah, like, I'm pretty unhappy right now. Like, every time I try to get dressed, nothing fits me. And, you know, like they share their stories with you guys. And if we're thinking, oh, I think she's in because I got her, she said she needs this, So I'm going to reel her in. I'm going to get 2 points. You immediately stop thinking about that beautiful person who just shared their need with you. And you start thinking about a point. Even yesterday in my stress, like hustle situation, I wasn't thinking about the points. I really was. The people I was talking to are people I've talked to for quite a while that I was hoping could get started. I was hoping this was their time, and thankfully it is. And the one girl, bless her heart, she's pretty low income. I don't know how she afforded it, but I said, like, please don't stretch yourself. This isn't something you can't do right now. She's like, no, my husband wants me to do it. It's all good. But then she saw the home direct, and she's like, oh, I'm super scared of that. And I said to her, I'm like, girl, please no. I do not want you accruing debt because of Shakeology. Like, if you feel it's working for you, this is the beautiful thing, you guys. If she feels it's working for her, she's going to find a way to afford it. But I don't want her racking up her credit card every month with Shakeology just because we put her on a home ship, like on a auto ship. That's not what we're about. And I really assure my people of that. I said, it doesn't benefit me at all for you to get a product you don't want, to be charged for something you don't want, to give you a bitter taste in your mouth about the company that I stand for. I don't want that. That is not ever my goal. There's people that do that. Like, they just don't tell people about the auto ship, and because they're like, oh, the commissions. I'm like, that's messed up. Like, there's no integrity in that mindset. But yeah, like, so you get those people and they get those results, and next thing you know, Rosa didn't know when she invited me that she was helping me do anything other than lose weight. She did not know that we would turn into the good friends that we are. She did not know that she would change my life. She had no clue. So just assume that every person you're talking to is somebody whose life you absolutely can be changing. Assume that. Assume that they're going to be your rock star challenger who's going to drop 15 pounds with the 21-day fix, is going to feel more energy than they've ever felt before with Shakeology, and finally beaten whatever food addiction they had because of it. And they're going to become your biggest advocate. They are going to become your walking marketing. You won't have to worry so much about your call to action posts, because now you've got, Jane, your sister's neighbor's friend, who just lost 10 pounds with you, who can't help but shout your name from the rooftops for helping her do that. Right? Like, and if you don't have that person yet who's doing that, guess who needs to be your walking, talking advertisement? You do. Right? That's the body you can control. You can't control what your clients do. And sometimes we can't control what our bodies do because wine. But other than that, you can. You can. That's the thing, you guys. We can control this. We can control our results. And please know this. In the accountability group we're doing together, it's for that support. It's for saying, look, I'm rolling through Tim Hortons because I want a coffee, but I also really would like to grab a breakfast sandwich on a bagel right now because that sounds amazing. Of course it does. But come to us so we can say, no, back away. Or I've had to do this. I've had to not go to get my coffee through a drive-through like McDonald's, where they have croissants now. They're like filled with blueberries and cream cheese, and they're delightful. So I can't go through the drive-through because I'm German, and us Germans are like coffee and Kuchen. They go together. So I have to just have it at home where I don't have any Kuchen kicking around. So do what you have to do. And this is the thing. This is where you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional for your goals, whatever they are. And just looping back to the goals I didn't hit. I'm not leaving for Disneyland on Friday. My credit card is so not paid off. I wasn't intentional about it. I wasn't looking at it every single week or every single day and thinking about what I was spending my money on other than that. And, oh, you don't have green chili. Ew. I could go to that McDonald's and be like, just coffee. That'll be fine. I wasn't intentional enough about my goals. Like I say, I wasn't focused. And so when you guys have a goal, I want you to like write it down. So say we'll be sharing it when we start the official test group, but I want to hear what your goal is for the next 30 days. That's why I asked it this morning too, for a business side of it. But and that's why I didn't just accept, I'm going to hustle hard. What does that mean? What's your hustle hard mean? How will that look at the end of this month? Like for me, hustling hard, but also I'm dumbing down, not dumbing down, I shouldn't say that. I'm lowering the bar for myself only because of this. I keep saying I want to sponsor 10 coaches a month. I've only ever sponsored 8 coaches a month. It doesn't mean I can't do it, but I have to wonder how well would I work with the 10 coaches I sponsored? How much attention would I be able to give them? So if I think about the time and energy it takes to pour into my team as it is right now, I don't think I can pour that into any more than 5 new people a month. I really don't. Not to give them the start they need, not to give them the attention they need, and still give you guys what you need. Like, I have to recognize my limitations. So 5 coaches a month, but good, freaking working, passionate coaches. Not just, oh, this sounds kind of cool, I think I'll try it. No, I want passionate coaches that have a hustle and a heart like we have. And absolutely, Success Club 10, getting my husband back to Emerald. Can you leave that door open, Brad? Sorry, thank you. Getting Brad back to Emerald, because that affects my income huge right now. I'm missing out $200 a week because he lost his Emerald. He had his coaches, they're just all on the wrong leg. Story of my life. So that's really all there is to it, guys. I just would love for us to be intentional about our goals and stop. I'm proud of my timing. It was great. My computer's spinning. Okay, we're good. Just the basics. Just tell yourself you want to help 3 people a month. Start there, and the rest will work, because the rest you will have time and energy to give. When you see all these other bright, shiny things like rank and this and that, you get overcome by all the things you need to do and all the different groups you need to be in. And really, truly, at the heart of the matter, it's helping 3 people a month start their journey for health and wellness. And likely, when they get the results that they should be getting, they become an advocate, they join your team, and that's how Carl always intended for this to be. He didn't actually intend for us to go seeking out people for the business opportunity. He didn't. If it happens, that's fantastic, and please don't misunderstand me. There are people that want this, that like have a love for health and fitness, that already like are, I'm looking at Christiane's arms, I'm like, they already look like Christiane there, so they she's like, who, me? Like, they already have that backing them. This will be a perfect business for them. So I'm not saying don't invite somebody who you think would rock this and who needs this, but I am saying at the heart of our business is Success Club 6, because that's helping 3 people. That gives you a challenge group to work on to perfect and master your skills as a coach in a challenge group. It gives you people to inspire. It gives you people that are going to be advertising for you. It gives you income to pay for your Shakeology. At the very, very basics of this business is that. And that's all we need to focus on. And as we do that, we'll master those skills and everything else will fall into place. I promise you, because that's how it organically grew for me. And it took me a bit to realize that, like, that it never used to be about all these other things. It was just Success Club because it meant I was being a coach. Because if we're not in Success Club, we're not. You know, like 2 points you are. There's somebody to coach, but you know what I mean. Green chili is amazing. I'm going to have to take your word for it, okay? I take your word for it. All right, you guys have any questions? They don't have to have anything to do with what we're talking about tonight, but feel free to unmute yourself. I'm just resting my voice, so just smile at me out. I should take a selfie of us, an Aussie. Just as that. I have to unlock my stupid phone. And hold up my tea glass. Usually it's flying. I'm like, tonight I've got tea. It's very special. Okay, where am I? I always look so dark on these. Smile, guys. Okay. I think we look mostly cute. I think so. I'll make one work. No questions, guys? Come on.
I have to say this conversation was just really good about getting back to the basics, because there's such a push for, oh, gotta get to diamond and gotta get here, gotta get there, but just getting back to just helping people, I think kind of puts me a bit more at ease. I'm stressed about, oh, I should be here and I'm not there, and just like helping people, and I know I will get to where I want to go just with doing.
It's true, you will. Like, I mean, admittedly, I'm just trying to think. Like, I always, it was like for like my first rank goal was diamond, right? And like it was always in my head that that's what I wanted to do. Like I wanted that recognition. Admittedly, that's how my personality is. So like you have to go with what motivates you, right? I like being, I mean, that's the Ruby personality where you always want to be winning. You always want to be the best at stuff. That's the Ruby. So I'm Ruby Sapphire. I'm motivated by fun and I'm motivated by being the best. And fun for me is my challenge groups. Fun for me is people being able to buy bikinis. Fun for me is like the little mini challenges I do in my group. Like that's fun and creative and I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And then the rank stuff comes down to income. Like Rose asked a question in the Diamond group today about like the same sort of thing, like eliminating all the fluff and what do you ultimately need? And I'm like, honestly, right now with my current situation, I need income. Like that is my number one goal right now is income. I don't care if it comes to me as a diamond coach or a 5-star diamond coach. I want to be earning more. And I think that's okay because this is my job and I think it's okay to want to earn well in your job.
One of my takeaways from the conference this weekend was focusing on your current customers. Mm-hmm. So I actually thought of that a lot today at work, even though I was like insanely busy. Mm-hmm. It just kept coming to me that I need to like focus on the people that I am helping right now, I think. And just, I think I'm going to touch base with them and just ask if there's more that I can do. Mm. So I think that's kind of one of my goals for this month.
That's a good goal. I have the same goal because I realized if I've hit Success Club for 35 months in a row, that means that's a minimum of 3 people every month for the last 35 months. That's a lot of people. But how many before and afters do I have to show for it? Most of them just haven't given them to me, but still, right? Like how many of them fell by the wayside? So I need to go back and connect with them. You're absolutely right. And just remind them like I'm still their coach. Doesn't matter if they fell away for a bit or whatever, I'm still there. I think that's a great idea. I was going to say something you made me think of when you said that. The conference. What did they say at the conference that I wanted to share? It's gone. It couldn't have been too important. Who did we lose? We lost Angela. She jumped away. Anything else, guys? No. Okay. Speak now or forever hold your peace, because I can't speak anymore. So I'm going to go rest my voice. But please, oh, that was one thing I was going to say. If you guys have questions and stuff, please note they will be answered sooner in Shine Bright Nation than Fit Republic. Like, I think we need to recognize there's like 850 people in the Fit Republic, and there's 87 in Shine Bright Nation, roughly. So we have the resources we need in there, and it's not because I'm like, don't post in that group. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's so many new people in there and so many people, they don't know that you're an existing coach that knows what you're doing already, and you won't get necessarily good advice. Like it's frustrating for me to go in there because I see like brand new coaches answering questions. I'm like, no, please don't say that. So like, I just wanted to share, like, please feel free to ask in Shine Bright Nation. If we don't have the answer, then we can go over there or hunt it out. But we have more of a voice in our team than we have over there. So I just wanted to share that. Because I see sometimes our questions get missed in there, and I don't go over there to look for your guys' questions. I look in our team for your guys' questions, because I get lost if I go to Fit Republic. You will, girl. You absolutely will. It's not, none of us had them when we started, right? Like, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. You just get out there and you put yourself out there and you share your story and invite, and it happens. Like, even like that hustle yesterday of inviting in the last day, it happened, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conversations I was having. So just do what you love. Be motivated by them. So I don't know. You're typing. Are you typing to me? Have you started any of the new coach training yet? Okay, well, that's why. Don't worry. We'll get you in there. You'll be fine. We get you in the new coach training and we'll sort it out. You're Tamara's girl, right? Or Trina's girl? Okay. We shall talk. It's going to cut us off. So we shall talk and we'll get that organized. Okay, guys, have an awesome night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.